Hey guys, really quick, just wanted to let you all know, we added a third Raleigh show and a second Nashville show, because y'all sold it out already. Pretty crazy. So I'll see you then. And also, we added a Dallas show, Dallas, Texas, playing the Majestic Theater. That's crazy. Tickets in the description. Please come see me. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, if not, enjoy the video. What's up, guys? Today we're going to do something pretty crazy. Whatever my friends can fit in my ass, I will pay for. Let's go. Sorry. Sorry to trick you like that. It was me. I was going undercover like a boss. All right, folks. You guys ever seen that show, Undercover Boss? Huh? If not, let me explain it really quick. Some CEO of a company yearns for a better understanding of how their business operates, so they go undercover as a minimum wage employee of their own business for a week. They tell all the coworkers that the cameras are there filming some documentary, so, to not raise any suspicion. And the undercover boss works at the location to see what the day-to-day operations are like, and to see if people are actually doing things correctly. And hilarity ensues. Rich guy has to mop the floor? Come on, he's too rich for that. And that's funny. You could probably tell by the overly sarcastic tone in my voice that I think the show's premise is a little stupid. Also, there's only like a handful of jobs you could really do this for, Like, I don't think a CEO of a hospital, do those exist? Is there a CEO of hospitals? Yes, there is. This joke works. I don't think a CEO of a hospital could go undercover as like a surgeon, A lot of people would die. But, on one hand, I can appreciate a CEO actually working as hard as the people who are responsible for his millions of dollars for once. But then I think about it for more than 1 second and I don't feel that way anymore. Because if Undercover Boss wasn't a show, these CEOs wouldn't do this. You know what I mean? They only do it so they can look like real human beings to the general public, and it also allows them to advertise their business on a prime-time national television show essentially for free. And when the week of undercover work is done, they get to just go back to their mansions and forget about everything that they just learned. But dude, the worst part of it all, the show is so entertaining. Oh my god. Good lord, they put crack in this show. I love it. Not crack. I don't love crack. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I don't love it though. But no, the show's great. I just wanted to take a look at it with you guys, and I found 2 episodes that are just cream of the crop, if you will. And they're like very similar in some ways, but also very different in other ways. And you'll understand what I mean later. But hey, maybe by the end of it, we will empathize with these billionaires. So let's go.
The economy is going through tough times. Many hardworking Americans blame wealthy CEOs out of touch with what's going on in their own companies.
Really quick, I just want to say that this episode aired in 2010, so it's a good thing nothing has changed.
This week, the president and CEO of Hooters, a billion-dollar-a-year business.
That's right, fellas. Hooters. I mean, if I'm gonna watch something for 40 minutes, I bet it gets to see some boobies. Am I right? Okay, so the episode starts with a nice introduction to the CEO of Hooters America, and his name is Kobe, and it's spelled C-O-B-Y, and that's how my grandparents spelt their old cat's name. So do with that what you will. I don't think they named the cat after the Hooters CEO. That'd be
wicked.
But let's see what Kobe's like. No, not that Kobe. Also, she's dead. The CEO.
I've obviously got the best CEO job in the world.
If you guys aren't going to say it, I'll say it. This guy fucks his ex-wife at least twice, because he has 2 kids.
And we go to openings, and the limo's waiting for us, and the red carpet for the new store openings, and the girls are always around.
This man is what every divorced dad wants to be. A boat, goatee, a motorcycle with the Hooters logo, and the bluest jeans in the world? And if I didn't just summon your dad after saying all those things, I'm sorry for your loss, I guess, because that's how you summon every dad. Sorry, I was waiting for mine. Let's keep going. So Kobe goes on to explain the history of Hooters and how it was founded by 6 guys who look like that, obviously, and how his father was actually the one who became the CEO and started franchising and, turning Hooters into the big busty business that it is today. And obviously, this was Kobe's passion as well, and he was very eager to take over his father's spot as CEO.
Was not planning on working for my father. I'd planned on doing something in law enforcement when I was 34. We went into the boardroom, and he came in, and he said, I just let the current president go. Kobe's your new president, CEO, he's going to take over. He had never discussed it with me.
Jesus Christ, man. Dude, the one like half admirable quality of a successful CEO is that like they worked hard for their money, right? They worked hard to get where they're at today, whatever that means. But he doesn't even have that quality, dude. His dad was just like, hey son, I know you wanted to be a police officer, but how about you have this job that's also way overpaid? And don't worry, Hooters serves bacon, so you'll still be surrounded by pigs. All right, so now it's time for Kobe to break the news to the board of directors that he's going undercover.
I'm going to be going undercover within our system. You know, we've had a bad few months lately.
I know this was 10 years ago. I'm sure it's different now, but it is weird that there's only one woman on the board of directors for a company that mainly hires women. That seems unethical. That's like if the board of directors at GameStop only had one guy with a neck beard. That's just irresponsible. So Kobe dons a Superman level disguise that consists of just a clean shaven face and a pair of glasses, and goes to a Hooters in Dallas, Texas, which is kind of crazy because I'm doing a show there in November at Majestic Theater. The tickets are available at KurtisConner.com. That's kind of crazy to me, you know? After party at Hooters as well.
I'm looking for Dave.
Oh, okay.
The manager?
You see the exit sign right down that way? He should be waiting for you right down over there.
Okay, I thought she was gonna say something else there. Hey, I'm looking for Dave. Oh yeah, you see the exit sign over there? Just go towards that. And get the fuck out of here, man.
It's been 20 years since I've done any restaurant jobs, and it's tough.
Okay, can I just say that I'm really upset that they don't make him wear the full Hooters uniform when he's undercover? I mean, if you're gonna go undercover, man. Don't half-ass it, you know? Hooters girls don't do that. If Kobe walked around like a freezer at a butcher shop, just hanging meat, that'd be terrific. That's how you show that you're dedicated to your company, okay? And I'm sorry about the hanging meat line, okay? I wrote it in the script. I gotta say it. All right, so the first day goes by and he actually gets sent home early because he's so bad at his job. But the next day he goes out in the street to find out what the general public thinks about Hooters. And it does not go well.
Now, I just think it's degrading to women.
You think it's the name, or is it the uniform, or is it both?
I think it's the uniform. Because either your rear end's hanging out or your boobs are hanging out, one or the other.
Okay, bad take aside, Kobe is doing a terrible job of acting like he isn't the CEO of Hooters. Like, to the girls, he's just some random guy in like this weird documentary, right? But he's asking these questions like, so is it the outfits or the prices, or what do you think it is? I don't know, I'm just not the biggest Hooters fan, never have been. It's because of the CEO, isn't it? I'm not sure what you mean. The CEO, you don't think he's handsome enough? Is that it? You think it's weird that the CEO wets his bed on purpose? Is that it? You think it's a little off that instead of him peeing into his perfectly fine toilet, he marches into his bedroom and pisses all over his silk sheets and pillows, and then he jumps up and down on his piss-covered bed so it looks like that one dance scene from Step Up 2 The Streets? Is that it? Is that why you don't like Hooters? Does the CEO really do all that stuff? Depends. Do you think it's cool that he does that? No, of course not. That's fucking disgusting. And no, he doesn't do that. Fuck off. Okay, so this next part, he goes to another Hooters location in Texas to shadow this general manager named Jimbo. And hey, no hate to the Jimbos out there, but he behaves exactly like a guy named Jimbo would behave, if you know what I mean.
We're gonna line these girls up, and we're gonna have to inspect them, all right? Bam. Because we're not gonna put out an inferior product, and it all starts with the girls, with Hooters.
Hey Jimbo, pump the brakes, buddy. Whoa. Straight up just called women products. Man, it's always dudes who look like that, who say just the craziest shit, you know? Like in my Room Raiders video, Kenneth looked like a bass player of a ska band. And this guy, you know? He's judging appearances when he looks like fucking Jabba the Hutt.
Jimbo the Hutt.
Also, ladies, just a FYI, only time that you're a product is when you actively endorse passages or conduits used in heating, ventilation, or air conditioning that deliver or remove air. Because then you're pro-duct. That took me way too long to memorize the definition of duct, just for a shitty joke, but let's keep going. So this next part is actually super fucked up. The Hooters girls line up for a quality check on their appearance from Jimbo. It's really weird.
Form this line, form a perfect line. Compliment her on her lack of nails. My, those are some non-glamorous nails you have. Have a seat.
I understand looking presentable for your job, right? I don't engage in it, but I understand it. But like, if a girl doesn't have good nails, you shame her in front of her coworkers? That's fucking so weird, man. And call me crazy, but I don't think dudes are going to Hooters for the nails. Yo, check out that girl's nails, dude. They're huge. I want to squeeze those things. You are the manicure to my horniness. The only way like an average Hooters enjoyer would even care about their server's nails is if the nails were on her boobs, if she had boob nails. But boob nails don't exist, right?
Would you like another nail?
And they say the perfect Hooters employee doesn't exist. Now, you might be thinking, well, there's no way Jimbo could get any worse than that. But may I remind you, his name is Jimbo. He needs to send a girl home early. And this is how he makes his decision.
Maybe we'll do a bean eating contest, all right? Maybe we'll get all the girls, we'll shove their faces down in the beans and have them clean it up. Girls are spoiled, man, so they're all prima donnas. Oh, get some of that. Come on, girl, who wants to go home?
Yeah, he forces the girls to eat a plate of beans, and the first girl who finishes the plate of beans gets to go home early and have diarrhea for the rest of the day, I guess. So I think, just a quick psychological interpretation. Jimbo gets zero action, I'm guessing. He never squeezes any girl's nails. So he does shit like this as like a weird power trip to like get back at these girls for never sleeping with him. If you can't get into their jeans, make them eat beans. You know that old saying? All that crazy shit aside, imagine being the girl who comes in second. You eat pretty much an entire plate of beans, and now you just have to keep working? Hi, welcome to Hooters. What can I get for you? Hi, yeah, I'll do the cheeseburger, and I'll do fries with that, I think. And to drink, how about... Is that a fart? Yeah, I'm really sorry. My manager made me eat a bunch of beans. I'll go get you another server. No, that's fine. Please do it again. So Kobe's had enough, so he leaves and goes to another Hooters. He meets another manager named Marcy, and she's fucking sick at her job. She loves what she does, and Kobe's super impressed.
Marcy respects her girls, and the girls respect her.
And that's the end of his work week, so now he has to reveal to the employees that he's been the CEO of Hooters the whole time.
I'm President and CEO of Hooters of America. I want you to help me with my marketing department. I want you in the print materials. I want you in the videos. Is that something you guys can help with?
Okay, kind of a shitty prize for being good employees, right? I really love what you're doing. Here's some extra work for you to do. But whatever, they're happy, so that's great. And then he tells Marcy that he's going to pay for her to go on a vacation with her family.
Is I want to send you and your family on a long vacation.
But only if she can eat a plate of beans in under a minute. I'm kidding. That'd be crazy. If he saw Jimbo do that and he was like, good idea.
Speaking of Jimbo.
I am not Scotty.
Okay.
I'm Kobe Brooks, the President and CEO of Hooters of America.
That is the most holy shit I'm fired sound you could ever make.
The way that you interact with the girls, quite frankly, is inappropriate.
Fire him, fire him, fire him.
Apology to your staff is necessary in this situation.
What?
I have always said that I have no problem with my girls working in Hooters.
Right.
But to be honest with you, I would have a tough time letting my girls work under your management.
And I took a step back and, okay, I get it.
Okay, so let me get this straight. He didn't see a problem with his behavior until he realized that these girls are someone's daughters. Doesn't matter that they're just also human beings, right? Wait, you're telling me these girls got dads? I gotta get my act together. Not for the girls, for the dads. And all he has to do is apologize?
Apology to your staff.
Kobe, bad kitty cat. Kobe is way too nice, man. If I was in that position, if I was a CEO of Hooters, I would make Jimbo eat a plate of beans to keep his job. Except the plate of beans would be locked in a safe, guarded by a very hungry tiger with a sword and a bazooka and a top hat. Okay, now that we watched the Hooters episode, I want to show you another one that's centered around a company called Bikini's Sports Bar and Grill.
So with Bikinis, we focus on 4 things: booze, food, sports, and sex. Those 4 things are recession-proof. I think a lot of competitors tiptoe around who they are. They don't want to say that they're a restaurant. We're all about it. We're a restaurant. And I love the fact that we're a restaurant. So that's why I even trademarked the term.
Restaurant, you know? Kind Kind of makes it seem like the only thing on the menu is boobs, but to each their own. And also, what about people who aren't into boobs, right?
Freaking wackadoos.
But they're out there, you know? You know, is there a guy version of a restaurant? You call it a meatery, you know? Like an eatery, but meat. You know, dudes walking around with their fucking balls hanging. Yeah, never mind. That place will get shut down in a second. Okay, back to bikinis. There's a few things I want to quickly go over in this episode, just so we can compare them to the Hooters episode.
I don't think I'm a typical CEO. I like to do things that are different.
I'm not like other CEOs. Yeah, I'm a little weird.
In order to have a big PR frenzy or stunt, I decided it was time to buy a town, and that's what we did. I bought a town on Craigslist and renamed it Bikinis, Texas.
Hey man, why? Why do that? Anybody who has a town named after them, fictional or otherwise, do not trust them. You should still buy their merch though. Okay, let's see if this bikinis town is real, because that's fucking crazy. Okay, Central Texas ghost town, previously known as Bikinis, is selling for $1.5 million. Holy fuck. In 2012, Doug Guller, owner of the Austin-based Bikini Sports Bars and Grills chain, purchased the 1.6-acre town as a tourist attraction for his restaurant, naming the town after the chain he founded, Bikinis. 3 years later, Guller reverted the name back to Bankersmith in an attempt to mend fences with neighbors in Fredericksburg. Oh, really, dude? People weren't stoked that a guy named Dougler bought a town and renamed it Bikinis after his restaurant that he calls Breastaurants? Really, man? Shocker. I hardly know. Also, I've never heard of Bikinis until I saw this episode. And a little fun fact, Bikinis ceased operations in 2018. So hey, maybe not the best use of the company's money, but what do I know?
Those 4 things are recession-proof. Recession-proof.
But anyways, back to the episode. Doug goes undercover at a Bikinis location and meets a girl named Jessica, but uh-oh, she's wearing shirt.
I see that Jessica's not in a bikini top. I was pissed. The sign on our building doesn't say shirts. It's called bikinis. I mean, come on.
Okay, so already, compared to Kobe, this guy fucking sucks so hard. He's like if a 12-year-old boy had a spell cast on him that turned him into a 45-year-old businessman. Like, this is the business you would make if you're a 12-year-old boy going through puberty. 100%. Everybody gonna be in bikinis, we're gonna sell burgers, and most importantly, no homework. So after working for a bit, Doug takes a break with Jessica and they start chatting outside. Jessica explains that she's only there because she lost her previous job as an accounting executive, and she's just there to make money, obviously, because that's what jobs are for.
I wouldn't do it if it didn't help pay the bills, that's for sure.
The more I talk to Jessica, the more I'm not happy having her on board with the lack of passion that she has in our company.
And that's bullshit, man. You don't have to love every job you have, obviously. And for some fucking weird CEO named Dougler to be like, the fact that she isn't devoting her life to this restaurant like me is unacceptable. Also, on another note, sorry, with every job that I've ever had, if anybody even gave me the slightest opportunity to complain about it, oh my God, I'm taking it. I'm talking your fucking ear off. Also, when I had to like train new people when I worked at McDonald's or Starbucks, within minutes of meeting them, I would tell them how awful it is to work there. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You find me one person who has never complained about their job, and I will eat a plate of beans off of the floor of a subway car. And not that subway car, this subway car. But anyways, Doug goes to another Bikinis location and meets this girl named Grace, and he's immediately obsessed with her.
I thought Grace had so much passion about working at Bikinis.
So at the end of the week, he reveals to the employees that he's the CEO, and it does not go so well with Jessica.
I think you're a great person, but you're not right for Bikinis. It was clear to me that day. So, I'm sorry, Jessica. It's not working out. Today's your last day.
Yeah.
That's my job, and I still told everyone that I humble myself to do what I gotta do. That doesn't make me a horrible person just because I'm not satisfied where I'm at.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, just to recap, guys, a man forced his employees to eat a plate of beans to be sent home early, and all he had to do was apologize. And also at the same time, a girl said that she was only working to make money, and she got fired. How the fuck does that make any sense, dude? One thing I learned from this show is if you want to commit murder, just fucking do it at a Hooters. You can get away with anything over there. Okay, now it's time for Doug to talk to Grace.
But there was one issue that you had?
With my boobies.
Right. So you mentioned
Am
that...
I getting a free pair of boobies today?
Is that what you want?
Yes. I want a full C.
I'll make you a deal. If you can make it through 6 months and you're a rock star.
Right.
No phones, really focused while you're in here. I'm going to put you in touch with the best guy in town, and we'll make this happen.
I'm so at a loss for words right now.
Dude, the music, holy fuck. Don't get me wrong, I'm stoked for her. That's great. Something she clearly wants, and that's great. I got nothing against boob jobs. Okay, just make sure you plan for boob retirement. But to have super inspirational music playing in the background is so fucking funny to me. Listen, if you're a good employee for the next 6 months and you have literally no mistakes, and the discretion is up to me, so at the end of the day, I could literally revoke this offer at any time. And I'll get you new boobies. Oh my god, thank you, you're the best! No. I'm the breast. Okay, in conclusion, Kobe, he actually seems like a really nice guy. I know he's a CEO, but this show did a really good job of making me feel for him. He's just trying to live up to his father's reputation, and that's great. He seems like a nice guy. But that Doug guy, wow, what a piece of shit. I still kind of have a problem with the show, though. I feel like it should, or maybe it does, I didn't read the fine print, but it should like disclose that this is pretty much just an hour-long advertisement for these companies, you know? Like the show sort of falls into this weird gray area where they don't have to disclose that it's pretty much sponsored. Unlike this video, because this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Folks, cooking can be stressful, time-consuming, and expensive if you don't plan accordingly. But with HelloFresh, you get mouth-watering, seasonal recipes and fresh, pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door. Simply put, HelloFresh makes cooking at home fun, easy, and affordable. And you can trust me, okay? I've been eating HelloFresh like every week for over 2 years now, okay? I'm a HelloFresh stan. Every week you get to choose from a large selection of delicious recipes that can help you break out of that recipe rut. Plus, with HelloFresh, produce gets to you faster than a grocery store. So that means it arrives at peak freshness and flavor. And I'm sure y'all are too busy to plan out a week of meals, write a long grocery list, drive to the store, spend an hour buying everything, coming home, putting everything away. That's a pain in the butt. HelloFresh cuts out all the stressful meal planning and prepping, so you can actually enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes, or even 20 minutes with their quick and easy options. And on top of that, HelloFresh's carbon footprint is 25% lower than that of meals made from store-bought groceries. That paired with the fact that the packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content, you're not only saving time, but you're saving the planet. But my favorite thing about HelloFresh is how flexible they are. You'd think with a meal delivery plan, you'd be like tied down to a really strict schedule, but that's not the case at all. You can switch delivery days, switch food preferences, add extra meals or meal complements like garlic bread, or just skip a week entirely. All of that can be done easily right on the HelloFresh app. And if that sounds good, it's about to sound a lot more good, because they're hooking up you guys with a great deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code KurtisTown14 to get 14 free meals, including free shipping. Yeah, you heard me. 14 free meals. Like I said, we've been eating HelloFresh like every week for over 2 years now, and we just love it so much. It lets us try new recipes that we wouldn't try, without HelloFresh, and it just makes everything so simple and stress-free. I could not recommend it enough. So yeah, again, go to HelloFresh.com, use code KurtisTown14 for 14 free meals, including free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring yet another one of my videos. Love you so much. Back to me. All right, thanks for watching. Press the like button if you enjoyed it. 1 like equals 1 plate of beans that I will force Doug to eat. So press the button. You can leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if there's some other older shows you want me to take a look at and goof on, because always a good time. You can press the subscribe button, because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. And I promise you I'll never sell the town. Check the description for other stuff. My Instagram, Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. Got a Patreon for the podcast as well. My gaming channel, my Twitch. I got my tour dates, merch, all that crap. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. I have to go dump all my life savings into meateries. Goodbye. All right, folks. As some of you know, before I was a world-class YouTuber, I was a Viner. Viner I hardly know. If you don't know, Vine was an app where people would make short, little videos, and it came out at a time on the internet where consuming video on your phone was like the next big thing, which is crazy to think about now because that's like the main thing we consume on here, right? You're doing it right now. Vine as a concept was so new that like anything on there was automatically funny. Like there were no standards. King Batch with a big spoon? Hilarious. But as time went on and Vine naturally grew in popularity, genuinely funny and talented people started to come out of the woodwork and gain traction on the app. And that allowed us to see what can actually be classified as good content. And I think some people were able to upgrade and adapt their content a little bit to try and stay current with the internet content landscape. But a lot of Viners did not do that, right up until its untimely demise. Actually, never mind. I think the demise was perfectly timely. Shame! You know, Viners like Peaks, Dobre Twins, they never really switched their style of Vine-esque humor, ever. And I feel like another person that this applies to is a little boy. Lex, he's not a little boy, he's an adult. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I'm gonna make a commentary video about this little baby, dude. Fuck you, man. Why'd you bite your big brother's finger? Goo goo gaga. Fuck you, Charlie. Now, there was one guy on Vine named Brent Rivera, a name that sends shivers down the spine of any soul brave enough to utter it. A cursed name. Bloody Mary, Brent Rivera. Same number of syllables. Coincidence? I think not. It's a good thing I don't have any syllables in my name. I had them removed last year. Our little tiny buddy Brent has resurfaced in the internet zeitgeist these past few weeks because of a confrontation at a hotel with another YouTuber. We'll get into that later, but all that kerfuffle caused me to go over to Brent Rivera's channel to really take a deep dive and see what he's even doing these days. And what I found on there was truly shocking, so I figured I had to make a video about it. So Brent Rivera is a wildly successful YouTuber with over 25 million subscribers. But like I said, I've been aware of Brent for a long time now. I remember back in the Vine days, me and my friend Jacob, we'd scroll through Brent's Vines and we'd just laugh the night away. Not because they were funny, but they were just so bad.
Oh my god, there she is! She's coming this way. Act natural. Oh, she's walking away. I wasn't natural enough.
And look, my Vines weren't very good either. And also that was like 8 years ago.
People don't forget.
Making content for children when you yourself are a child makes perfect sense. But the interesting thing about Brent is that he never really stopped making content for children. These are some of the videos he was making after Vine shut down. 6 mistakes you'll make on your first kiss. Brent Rivera. First day versus last day of school. Brent Rivera. Weird types of substitutes. Brent Rivera. 6 signs your crush secretly likes you. Brent Rivera. And that one's the craziest. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I stopped using the term crush when I was like 12 years old. Even at that young age, I was still like, you know what? That's a word for baby. Fuck you, Charlie. But not our boy Brent. He was 20 years old when he made that video, dude. And just so you know, he's 25 now. But hey, sure, maybe 20 is an appropriate age to be like, yeah, I got a crush on that girl. But wait, less than a year ago, Touch My Body Challenge. Gone wrong. No more Brent Rivera in the title, so. Who is this guy? And the fucking thumbnail says, there's a crush. That's my crush. I put an arrow. That's my crush right there. She's pointing at my crush. Or maybe that's her name. I don't know. I'm not too savvy in the Brent crew. Maybe that's her name. Crush Bandicoot. It's almost kind of punk, you know, because he's going against the grain. Because like most YouTubers, they grow up, they mature, and so does their content and how they present themselves. But Brent has gone fully just like Peter Pan mode. Fully staying the same, only making content for children. On the other side, I do understand adults making content for children. That happens all the time, right? Steve from Blue's Clues. Adults making kid-friendly content is fine, of course. It happens all the time. But Brent operates in this weird world of YouTube where he's making content for children, but the content is not kid-friendly.
Yo, this is not family-friendly at all!
I don't know, just to me, it's just so weird to be 25 and then act like this in your videos.
So today, we are breaking 100 rules in 24 hours.
It reminded me of this Matthew Beam video that I saw called, I Built a Secret Gaming Room to Hide from My Mom. That title made me laugh really hard because, you know, another great way to hide a gaming room from your mother is to move out. But back to Brent. I could talk all day about the Mr. Beastification of his thumbnails and content. I could talk about how weird and overprotective he is of his sister, who he constantly sexualizes for views.
Are you flirting with her? What? Dude, no, dude.
Or I could talk about the terrible song that he put out a few months ago. But that's not what the video is about. But also, it could be. So I am going to talk about the really bad song that he put out. The song that he released is called Little Kids Nowadays. But in order to get, clicks on it, they had to sort of disguise it as just another regular Brent Rivera video. Which is honestly Jesus. No, it's not. Genius, I meant. Which is honestly genius. I think more musicians should do this. The new Miley Cyrus music video could have had a crazy fucking thumbnail, and it should have been titled, Liam Hemsworth diss track gone wrong. Not clickbait. Stop kissing my sister. I'm Brent Rivera, and I hate that. Brent Rivera. So Brent's song is about how when he was a kid, he used to go outside and play, be outside, enjoy the outdoors. But little kids nowadays, they're always on their phone. They're always on TikTok.
I was that age, I was still getting cooties. Not going on dates all alone to the movies. Now you see him throwing back on TikTok. Ew.
Yeah. My favorite part of the song is like the emotional build up to the big final chorus.
These kids are so grown up. The only thing I was playing with when I was 11 was toys, not girls' hearts. The only thing I worried about was what my mom was making for dinner that night. Was it lasagna or meatloaf?
Dude, this whole song, it's like, yeah, being a kid is different now from when you did it. That has been historically accurate for every single generation. You know what I mean? I don't think you need to make a whole fucking song about it, right? Also, Brent, dude, don't get mad at children for watching YouTube videos all day, because if that wasn't happening, you wouldn't be able to fucking spend $25,000 on your plane tickets, little baby boy Brent. Dude, kids are so fucking weird today, dude. All they do is watch videos. But please, don't stop watching my videos. Also, Brent, you were also on your phone all day as a child, making fucking videos, man. There's literally evidence of it on the internet. You did the same fucking thing these kids are doing right now. So it's like, why are you upset? Why are you making a whole song about it?
Was it lasagna or meatloaf?
And while I was doing research for this video, I stumbled upon something pretty funny. So this song came out 6 months ago. But if we go back through his channel just to 3 years ago, we get a video called Little Kids Nowadays, Part 2. And then 4 years ago, we get the original Little Kids Nowadays, which have the exact same observation as the song, but these are just like vlog format.
I feel like little kids nowadays are just like so grown up and so much more mature and technologically advanced than like when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I used to go outside and play with my friends and play basketball, play hopscotch or something.
And it's so funny because in these videos, the whole observation is like, kids are just on their phone all day. They don't fucking go outside ever. But in the videos, they're outside doing stuff all day. Like most of the one video is them playing basketball. And I know it's silly to nitpick a video that came out fucking so long ago, like these videos are 4 years old. But so is Brent's audience, so it's fine. Fuck, it's so funny to stick with the same bit for so long. Kids are different now! Things change over time! Is anybody listening to me? But dude, it gets even crazier because remember Vine from earlier in the video? Brent was saying the same shit back then too.
Hey, wanna play some hopscotch and some bubbles?
Now watch me whip.
Several Vines with the exact same caption, dude. The 3 words little kids nowadays are Brent Rivera's like magnum opus. And it is such a basic observation. And it's so funny to make that observation for like 10 years. Because here's the thing about kids, they grow up. And then a new generation of kids appear. I don't know how they get here, but they show up. Like how long does nowadays last? You know what I mean? He's been saying this for 10 years, man. I feel like in like 40 years, Brent's gonna be saying the same shit. Little kids nowadays, they're always on TikTok. Dude, we evolved past the need for physical bodies like 10 years ago. Little kids don't even exist anymore. And neither does TikTok. What are you talking about? Little kids nowadays, they're always on TikTok. Why do you keep saying that? Hey man, just leave him be. What's wrong with him? A couple years ago, his sister was getting married. And when he saw her husband kiss her, he lost control. And he's been in this catatonic state ever since. That's all he says now. Just agree with him. Okay, he likes that. Alright. Little kids nowadays, they're always on TikTok. Yeah, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry, I feel like I keep getting off track here, but there's so much to cover. So back to the hotel altercation that I mentioned earlier. So Brent Rivera has been under some pretty gnarly backlash recently because he was filming a video at the Stanley Hotel, which is like this famous haunted hotel. They filmed The Shining there. So he was there filming a video at the same time as this other YouTuber named Tyler Oliveira.
I'm out of my room and randomly found these two girls in the hallway.
Are you guys hired by the Brent Rivera group?
Maybe.
Okay. Do you fake your videos?
No. Do you fake your videos?
No.
Yeah, so Tyler obviously instigated everything, but things just kept escalating. And it got to the point where Brent was like making fun of Tyler for like the size of his channel.
Hey, go have fun with your 100 subscribers, bud.
And it pretty much got to the point where Brent got Tyler and his friend like kicked out of the hotel.
I'm sorry, they're gonna come and get you guys. They're gonna kick you out.
That's good pack your stuff, for sure.
I'll link Tyler's video explaining it because that whole situation is crazy. But that whole incident was so fascinating to me because it kind of like peeled back the curtain a little bit to see what type of person Brent is off camera.
Go have fun with your 100 subscribers, bud.
But then I got to thinking, like, is he even a good person when he's on camera? Spoiler alert, the answer is no! Believe it or not, we still haven't even talked about the main reason I wanted to make this video. So I was scrolling through Brent's YouTube videos and I stumbled upon one that really caught my eye. Surviving 24 hours in a city with no laws! And Brent's fucking covered in blood and shit. This guy's fucking breaking a cop car, it says F you. Pretty crazy. And I think this one video perfectly encapsulates the true essence of Brent Rivera's character. So let's watch the video.
We're going to the most dangerous city. Oh my god! That's putrid.
I'm actually gonna throw up. You guys shouldn't be here. It's not really safe around here.
Have you seen any like bad things happen here?
All the time. Murdered or...
Is it true that there's no laws here?
I don't like being out here, and I carry a gun. I got a shotgun and AR-15 in the car.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The editing makes it seem like the cop went to go get the guns that he was talking about. See, here are all my guns, guys.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is Slab City. It's ranked the most dangerous city in America, and it's rumored to be the only city left with no laws.
Okay, so I'm gonna call bullshit on the no laws thing, because it's a place, has laws. That's like my one thing. I've always said this. If it's a place, it has laws. But let's fact check the other claim, okay? Let's see if Slab City in California is the most dangerous city in America. So I'm just gonna Google most dangerous city in America. Okay, so it's St. Louis, Missouri. Fucking 10 seconds into the video. Already incorrect. Maybe like based on its size, it's the most dangerous because the Wikipedia says there's like 150 people who live in Slab City. So if like one person commits a crime, then yeah, that's a pretty big chunk of the population who are criminals, right? Yeah, Slab City's fucked, man. A guy ran a red light 30 years ago. It's never been the same since. Also, to fact check the no laws thing, federal and state laws still apply in Slab City. You know, you can't just go out there and kill someone and get away with it, you know? Trust me, I've tried. So at the start of the video, Brent is hyping up this video like crazy, and he says that him and his friends are gonna spend 24 hours in Slab City. But his friends aren't gonna wanna go with him because it's oh so scary and oh so dangerous.
But I realized most of my friends wouldn't want to go here.
So, he decides to lie to them.
So I had to lie to them.
Okay. You know how you lie to your friends, right?
So I'm going on this tropical vacation, and I wanted to see if you wanted to come.
Hell no!
No, I'm good.
You down?
No. What's the catch?
There's no catch.
There's no catch.
Nope.
I don't trust you.
Why would I trust you?
Dude, what a terrible life to live. You know? I'm sure none of this is genuine. It's all scripted, obviously, but it seems he's got like a David Dobrik-esque situation here, where in like all of his videos, he's constantly like fucking with his friends and making their life a living hell. So no matter what he says to his friends, they're just like, nah, man, I actually fucking don't trust you. Actually, I don't fuck with you at all. You're actually a weirdo.
We're going to the most dangerous city in America. What?
Oh man, we're going to St. Louis.
Nobody's excited.
And they shouldn't be. With no electricity, no running water, and no law enforcement, they're gonna wish they were anywhere but here.
They're gonna regret coming on this trip with me, because with nowhere to run and no cops to show up an hour late to the crime scene and shoot the dog instead of the criminal, this is finally the week that I'm gonna kill my friends. All that and more on this week's episode of Hey look, my sister's in a bikini again. Also, there is law enforcement, Brent. You showed us. You showed us at the beginning of the video. First 10 seconds, they're like, here's a cop.
No law enforcement?
There is, dude. Sorry, I don't mean to get all Brent out of shape here. but I hate this video. So they walk around screaming about everything they see until they stumble upon this abandoned building. And this is when something so crazy and so real happens to them.
Hey, you guys shouldn't be here. It's not really safe around here.
Oh, okay.
So obviously they just hired a guy to walk by and say that for the video, because what the fuck? Some random guy in white face paint just walking alone in the desert warning people about how dangerous it is there while nothing dangerous is happening? That's wildly convenient. If that was a real person with like fucking crazy face paint walking alone in the desert that just walked up to you guys, you wouldn't be like, yeah, this place is really dangerous. He'd fucking kill you. So later on in the video, they set up a camp to stay the night, and this is when the cops show up, which is crazy, because I could have sworn he said there wasn't any law enforcement there.
No law enforcement?
I'm pretty sure they also hired this guy to pretend to be a cop as well, because all he does is say how dangerous this place is.
Isn't really like the safest of areas to be camping. You guys sure you want to be?
Dude, like what the fuck is okay, is this place actually dangerous? I don't think it is. The only thing happening in this dangerous city is different people walking around being like, this place is dangerous. This place is so dangerous. This place is dangerous. If that happens this much here? Dude, imagine what it's like to walk down the street in St. Louis, Missouri.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous.
God, it's so dangerous.
You know it's dangerous.
It's
so dangerous.
There better not be a guy walking down the street. It's so dangerous.
But this video's big climax is them sitting around a campfire when some Slab City local, and definitely not an actor hired by Brent, shows up and disrupts their whole scene.
Oh, got the fire joint, yo. Some barbecue.
We're just having a little
campfire.
What's y'all doing here?
We're just camping. We're just visiting.
Got a handsome face, man.
Dude. You just had to leave that in, didn't you, Brent? Okay, so you'll be playing the Slab City local. Okay. So at nighttime, just sort of come out to our campfire, just mess everything up, really get up in our business, just knock shit over, call me handsome, it's like, yeah, cool, I could do. Wait, sorry, what was that last part? What's that? Oh, I said like get up in our business? No, you told me to call you handsome? You think I'm handsome? That's not what I said. Look, man, I have so much money from little kids nowadays, and I will pay you some of it to come to the camp, get up in our business, and call me handsome. Got it? Okay, got it. Jeez. Little kids nowadays, I'm 35. So the gang leaves, but not before we get one more mention of how dangerous Slab City is.
Packing up, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. It's a dangerous city.
Okay, dude, we get it. We got it, Brent, okay? It's dangerous. It's a dangerous city and you're handsome. How much more exposition do we fucking need, man? That's like giving the movie Aquaman the whole time they were like,
God, it's pretty wet down here. Ever noticed that? It's kind of wet.
The vlog ends with them eating Chipotle and them talking about how dangerous Slab City was. Or hearing about how dangerous it was. But when in reality, it just wasn't. I feel like every city is dangerous if you're a loud, fucking annoying YouTuber, I did some research, and the usual cause for police response in Slab City is for use of methamphetamines. It's people addicted to a substance, struggling in life, and then cops being like,
oh, you're going downtown for that one.
So it's weird as fuck to go there as a multi-millionaire YouTuber and be like, oh, everything is gross. Everything is gross and weird down here. It's fucked. It's fucked up. If I had to live here, I'd fucking chop my dick off. He never said that in the video, but I can read between the lines. And the thing that just bugs me about this video is that it's not the most dangerous city in America. It's a low-income area forgotten by the government that was supposed to care for its citizens, but failed to. And instead of allocating resources like safe injection sites or community outreach, they send police officers to patrol the area and Border Patrol officers to search Slab City for undocumented immigrants. And I know Brent Rivera's content is for children, and he's not gonna get into those issues, obviously, but I don't know. It's just like a gross angle to like make a whole video about, Like it gives off the same energy as those old videos where it's like stepping on Jordans in the hood prank. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And yeah, this is a common feeling I got when I watch a lot of Brent's videos, because he does videos like $25 plane seat versus $25,000 first class seat, baby. I survived $10 versus $100,000 day with Crush. Got the name drop in there. I survived $50 versus $500,000 vacation. People who live in trailer parks are dirty, but underwater is good. And obviously these videos are fucking all over YouTube. They go to a cheap option and then a really expensive one at the end. They're like, the expensive one's better. That's crazy. And each video Brent makes like this is framed like, it's like a a game that like some of his friends, you know, it's randomly selected who's going to go to the cheaper one and who's going to go to the expensive one. But for some reason, Brent always ends up going with the luxurious option. Weird how that happened, but it makes sense. It's his videos. He decides what happens at the end of the day, right? Which is probably why his friends don't trust him. But each one of these videos features Brent having an awesome time, spending all his money, and then showing his friends freaking out that they have to go through general boarding at the airport, or going on a bike ride to Subway for a dinner date, or just staying in a regular-sized room during their vacation. And I know they have to embellish and exaggerate these videos for YouTube, but it's just so fucking annoying watching these people scoff and complain about doing things that most people have to do, you know? That's just a part of traveling, that's a part of their life.
Where we have to sit for 12.5 hours. I'm sure you live. I'm a small human. Look at my knees.
Oh no, you don't have a lot of leg room. You don't have a lot of leg room in an airplane that's taking you from one part of the earth to the other in a couple hours. No! How are you doing that? How are you surviving?
This very lovely, spacious bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom in the airplane is small? Oh no! No! Of course it is! Of course, it's a bathroom in the sky, you jackass. And dude, in the date video, a tandem bicycle ride to Subway for dinner? That sounds adorable. That is awesome. Bike rides are sick, and so are huge sandwiches. That sounds like an awesome day. And the thing is, that is more than what most people can afford. So fuck you, man. And for her to be pissed off during the whole date, too.
I'm not having fun. I wasted my whole day doing this.
Even if that was a disingenuous reaction for the video, I don't care, because if that's how you told her to act, fuck you again.
Girls do not care how much money a guy spends on a date. Okay?
I disagree. You have to treat them nice.
No, like if a girl likes you, she likes you for you. Like she does not care about money.
What a great message you are sending to your young audience, Brent. But the video that pissed me off the most was the I survived $50 versus $500,000 vacation. Because, dude, Brent, he's vlogging himself and his friends going on this lavish vacation at a resort in Hawaii.
One of us is gonna have $50 to survive in Hawaii.
Which is also a place where the locals have like publicly begged tourists to stop going there. But hey, it's Brent Rivera. Brent do what he wants. Hawaii, would he listen to anybody? So they're enjoying the nice hotel room while his sister is staying at this smaller apartment complex. And they go over there to check it out. And this part is like low-key like hard to watch.
Here we have the kitchen area.
Okay. How much money did you actually spend on this place?
All of it.
Okay, so yeah, it's not even that bad of a place. Like there's a whole apartment pretty much, right? Like that's a big space. There's like running water, a fridge, a stove, like everything you would need in a place to like live, you know? But then she drops a fucking bombshell that totally floors the group.
This was the cheapest thing I could get, and I'm living with 2 other people.
What? You know them?
What?
I've seen one.
Oh, you're doing what?
What? You know them?
I've seen one of them.
What? Oh my god.
No way. It is such a common thing for people traveling, especially young people. Airbnbs, hostels, you know, sharing a space with people so it's like more affordable. That happens all the fucking time and they're acting like she just confessed to a murder.
What?
What? Huh? You did what?
Oh my god.
No way. And then they start going through the fridge.
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't even want to know, I don't think. Oh my god.
What is that?
It's breakfast. How do you not know that? It's clearly like eggs and sausage. It's a breakfast, man.
Was it lasagna or meatloaf?
Dude, I don't even want to know what that is. Me personally, I had a skateboard for breakfast.
Is that your leftovers, Lexi?
No, that came with the place.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do you a favor.
What a fucking piece of shit. I'm pretty sure this is someone's home, and they're like renting out a room for her to stay in their house. And then these fucking assholes walk in, they're like, oh, this place is gross! What is this otherworldly food I've never seen before? Better throw it out. And then he throws out a stranger's food. Man. That's so fucked up, man. And like, dude, imagine being the person living in this home who's being generous enough to open their home to someone. And then picture that person watching this video. I didn't throw them out, dude. Those are my grandpa's leftovers.
No, I know.
Okay? It's from his favorite breakfast spot. He passed before he got a chance to eat them.
Well, I don't know where they could be.
And I haven't had the heart to throw them away. Okay, they're the last piece that I have showing me that a part of him is still here.
I know.
Okay, and now they're gone. I didn't throw them out. Trust me, I would not have done that.
Okay, well, we'll find them.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. You're gonna want to watch this video.
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't even want to know. I don't think.
That's not
Put it back. You were not eating that.
Is that your leftovers, Lexi?
No, that came with the place.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor.
They just threw it out?
This literally looks like a jail cell.
Well, surely they regret doing this, right? Dude, I don't know. This video that I'm making right now, this is much longer than I wanted it to be. I just thought I'd make a little silly video about Brent, but I feel like the rabbit hole just kept going deeper and deeper. So I'm sorry this video is so long, but I just get so frustrated when someone has such a massive audience of young, impressionable little kids nowadays, and then with that level of influence, they make a bunch of lazy, derivative,
ugly, yellow,
consumerist, vapid bullshit, and then go on to act like they're doing the Lord's work when someone calls them out.
Do you fake your videos?
No. Do you fake your videos?
No.
And I think Brent is like actively perpetuating harmful ways of thinking, especially for children. And it just makes no sense to me, especially with his sentiment. So Brent, don't complain about little kids nowadays being materialistic or vain, because if they are acting that way, it's your fault.
No.
So what's the most dangerous city in America? Any city that Brent Rivera is in, okay? Watch out. But no matter what city you're in, you should be able to watch the TV shows and movies that you want to watch. And that is possible with ExpressVPN, the sponsor of this video. ExpressVPN lets you hide your location online. Dude, look at all of these servers in all of these different countries, and you can choose to appear from any one of them. And why would you want to do something like that, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Have you ever gone to Netflix and wanted to watch The Office, but it's not there? Well, here's a little hack for you. If the show title appears here in white, that means Netflix does actually have what you're looking for, but it's just not available in your country. So just go online, look up which country Netflix it's on, and then use ExpressVPN to change your location to that country, and you'll have it. Here, let me show you. The Office, for example, is available in Canada. So you just have to change your location to a server in Canada, and now you can watch The Office, dude. It's really that simple. And it's not just for Netflix. ExpressVPN works for pretty much every streaming service. Dude, just last week, I was in London for my wife's birthday, and we wanted to watch the new episode of Drag Race on Crave. But the show wasn't available in London, so all we had to do was switch to a Canadian server, and we were watching the new episode of Drag Race, man. So if it wasn't for ExpressVPN, we would have had to wait like a week to watch the newest episode, and that would have been terrible, because if you watch Drag Race, you know people love to spoil that show immediately. ExpressVPN is really an awesome product, and I've been using it on all my devices for years now, and changing your location to access shows and movies is great, but they also have like a bunch of other benefits as well, so it's just can't recommend them enough. And the best part is they hooked me up with a special offer just for you guys. Just go to expressvpn.com/CurtisTown, and you can get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN for free. The link is also down in the description as well, so what are you waiting for? Okay, click it and give them a try. Go see what you've been missing. Okay, thank you, ExpressVPN. Love you. Back to me. All right, well, fuck, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 mysterious breakfast that I've never seen before in my life. You can leave a comment, let me know what you thought about this whole thing, let me know what you think about Brenty Boy. You can press the subscribe button if you want, because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. And if you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It is the law. But that's the only law in Kurtistown. Okay, there is one law. So we got one up on Slab City. You can check the description for my Instagram, my Twitter, my podcast, my gaming channel, all that bullshit that I do. I'm going on tour. That's pretty cool. I don't know. All right, thanks for watching. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. I have to go aimlessly wander the streets of Toronto and tell people how dangerous it is. So, sorry. Peace. I know. I'm late. I'm sorry. Yeah, the traffic. Oh my God, I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these cranberries. I know Christmas was about a week ago. Don't do the dance. Well, actually, no. Christmas wasn't about a week ago. It was about family, but I'm sorry I'm late. So to make it up to you guys, I brought a gift, and that gift is a film that features kidnapping, adultery, deceit, divorce, guns. And you're probably thinking I'm describing some crazy R-rated mafia movie or something like that, right?
Nope.
No. I just described a Christmas movie that originally aired on ABC Family. And this movie is called Holiday in Handcuffs. I actually wanted to make a video about this last year, but I just couldn't figure it out. Like, the movie was too gnarly for me, so I settled for Homeless for the Holidays. So that gives you a little hint on how crazy this movie is. Also, since I did Homeless for the Holidays last year, I'm doing Holiday in Handcuffs this year. I guess my rule going forward, every Christmas I have to make a video about a Christmas movie that has the word holiday in it and also another word with the letter H. So next year I'll be sure to cover the Holiday Ham Hole. But anyways, Holiday in Handcuffs stars Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. And based on the title of this movie and the cover of this movie and also the title of this video, I'm sure you can guess what this movie is about. But I want to withhold the synopsis from you because I think it's better that you see the movie how the filmmakers originally intended, which is, of course, by watching a YouTuber make fun of it 14 years after its initial release. The movie starts off with a voiceover from Melissa Joan Hart's character. Her name is Trudy.
The day started out like every other day, which lately is not necessarily a good thing.
And she's not your average girl. She's messy and lazy, and her life is just a mess. And the movie confirms this by making her eat leftovers out of one of those Chinese food takeout boxes. Because for some reason, that is an unspoken rule in cinema. How do we show the audience that this character is going through a rough patch? Oh, I got it. We'll make him eat yesterday food. But this scene has Judy running around her apartment like crazy because she's getting ready for a job interview that her father set up, so it's very important. While this is happening, her mom calls her and stresses her out about the Christmas vacation they're going on in some cabin in the woods, and she keeps talking about how excited they are to meet her boyfriend Nick, who we will meet in a few minutes. But Trudy gets so caught up in everything that she messes up her hair, even though her messed up hair is just what my hair looks like on a good day, so that's pretty insulting, but I'll get over it. So Trudy goes to the interview, but on the way, she gets stuck in traffic, so she misses the interview.
I know I'm a little late, but you don't understand. You see, my parents and Mr. Portnoy are neighbors, so my dad set this appointment, so it's very important that I see him.
I guess she had an interview at Barstool Sports? That's the guy's last name, right? Dave Portnoy? Yeah, that's the guy.
Mr. Portnoy, it's me!
Damn it, I missed the interview with Mr. Portnoy. Now I can't host that weekly podcast about light beer. So after Trudy misses her Barstool Sports interview, she goes to her current waitressing job at a diner. This is where we meet her friend Lucy and her mean boss.
Get to work or you'll be out in the gutter.
He would not keep his great-grandfather's gun here if he knew how close I come to killing him every day.
Okay, bad idea. I think a diner is probably one of the worst places you can have a gun just open for anybody to take. The place where drunk, angry, horny, hungry people go? Idiot. If I could make a list of the worst places to have a gun out in the open, diner would be at the top, man. Diner is definitely one that I would check off. Speaking of check off, if you show a gun in the first act, you better shoot that thing. That's the direct quote.
You better shoot that thing.
Okay, so Trudy is going about her shift when her boyfriend Nick walks in. And you're going to want to remember this character because he's very important, and I'm just kidding because he dumps her right away and we never see him ever again.
If you walk out that door now, we are so over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This really messes her up, and she's so distraught that she can't even take Mario Lopez's order when he walks in.
I'll take a cheeseburger and fries and a Caesar salad, please. Dressing on the side.
Like, hello? That's the host of America's Best Dance Crew? Take his order, Sabrina.
Do you need to write it down?
Mario Lopez's character's name is David, by the way. I'll just say that so I don't have to keep using his full name. So Mario Lopez gets up to go to the bathroom, and this is where the movie gets a little ridiculous. Let's watch.
You're not going to the bathroom.
I'm not sure what kind of government-sponsored work program you're a part of, but
Move it!
Hey, watch it!
Yeah, she kidnaps him at gunpoint. And like the entire thesis of this movie is doing something crazy doesn't make you a crazy person. That's what they say a few times throughout this film.
Doing one crazy thing does not make a person crazy.
But I don't know, man. Tons of people have missed job interviews and then gotten dumped and then not kidnapped a guy about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a crazy place for your brain to just go to immediately, right? Like, kidnapping should be a last or not even. Kidnapping shouldn't be a resort at all. Okay, that's silly. I wouldn't vacation at that resort. Also, it's one thing to impulsively like shove someone, right? Because that's like one thing and it's done, and you go, sorry, right? But kidnapping? That's like accidentally making beef Wellington. Okay, I seriously thought I was making a quesadilla. What the fuck is this? You know, your mind doesn't go to kidnapping right away, okay? So I think Trudy has done this before. She's a serial kidnapper, and this is my theory. But anyways, she successfully kidnaps David and is now driving to her parents' cottage retreat, and her master plan is for David to pretend that he is Nick the whole time, the boyfriend who just dumped Trudy. Yeah. Because what's worse than finding out your daughter is a kidnapper? Finding out your daughter is a single kidnapper.
You're not really gonna shoot me with that thing.
She shot that thing! You better shoot that thing! You better shoot that thing! Okay, so this next part is also super ridiculous. I don't want to victim blame or anything, but at like several points in this movie, it kind of seems like David wanted to get kidnapped. Prime example right here. When Trudy stops at a gas station and gets out of the car to pay for her gas, David doesn't scream or shake the car around or, you know, yell for help or literally anything at all. He kind of just stands there gently wiggling his hands back and forth.
Man, what is this stuff made of?
If only I could do more than the bare minimum. I wish God blessed me with the ability to rub my vocal cords together to talk to other humans. Well, my hands are tied. And dude, when the gas station worker comes out to pump the gas, Trudy tells him that David is really into BDSM, and that's why he's tied up.
Well, that's my boyfriend. I'm surprising him with a weekend in the woods, you know, the wild kind of weekend, the tie me up, tie me down kind.
Again, ABC Family. But in response to the BDSM, the gas station worker does this.
These are on the house, honey.
Oh, thanks.
Yuck. Also, what a terrible citizen. Sees someone tied up in a car and then gives the other person handcuffs. Jesus Christ, man. I feel like if this guy saw someone drowning, he'd just be like whipping water balloons at them or something. Ow, please help, ow, please help, ow, please help, ow. Why are you crying? You're literally surrounded by water. You love this shit. So they get back in the car, and this is when we get another movie trope that I always find really fascinating. Let's watch this one scene, and then we'll talk about it super quick.
I think it's safe to say I've lost my job at Taj's Diner Deluxe. I live in a crappy loft downtown.
She said she lives in a crappy loft. Let me remind you what her loft looks like.
I live in a crappy loft downtown.
If that's a crappy loft, I honestly don't know what my apartment in college was. A medieval dungeon, I guess. Another movie that did a similar thing to this was Big Daddy. And this is constructive criticism, okay? Big Daddy is one of my favorite movies. And mind you, Sonny, main character in that movie, had a good amount of money. But they do this thing where they keep trying to tell you that this character's life is in shambles. You know, and they're eating out of leftover Chinese food takeout boxes, but at the same time they have like the sickest fucking apartment you've ever seen. So it's hard for me to like believe that, you know what I mean? Like I'm just picturing the movie director being like, okay, set designers, this apartment has to look shitty, okay? And I'm talking like only 4,000 squeet? I meant to say square feet. This bit is done because I'm embarrassed. Okay guys, we're not saying square feet anymore, we're saying squeet. I'm gonna squeak. Oh, actually, on second thought, maybe that's a front that Trudy's putting up, you know what I mean? Because she has so much ransom money from all the people that she has for sure kidnapped before. And that's how she can afford her really nice apartment. Okay, I fucking cracked the code, dude. My theory is correct. But anyways, they get to the cottage. And at this point, when I first watched the movie, I was like, well, it's impossible this movie can go any further, right? Because David will walk into the cottage and go, hey, oh my God, I've been fucking kidnapped. Please help me, call the cops, do something. But Trudy has done this before, so here's her big brain solution.
Sometimes when Nick feels awkward in a social situation, he does this whole, I didn't want to be here, I've been kidnapped thing. Kind of weird, but he thinks it's funny, so just laugh along so it doesn't make him feel bad, okay?
You know, because when someone's nervous or feeling awkward in a social situation, they wouldn't just be super quiet or overly kind to make a good impression or something. They would just barge in and go, I've been kidnapped, okay? Your daughter's a fucking crazy person. I'm sorry, I'm just so nervous right now, and I want all this unnecessary attention on me. Alas, her parents buy it, no questions asked.
Okay.
And do you remember earlier when I said it kind of seems like David wants to be kidnapped? I know that's a pretty problematic thing to imply. It's gonna be Kurtis Conner is over party all over again. But hear me out, okay? This time it's gonna be Kurtis Conner is over the moon because he's so happy that he made a good point party. I'm gonna prove to you that David wants to be kidnapped. I am going to time how long he tries to like convince the parents that he's been kidnapped.
Okay, listen to me very carefully. She forced me to come here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go help Mom with the eggnog.
That was less than 1 minute. He tried to convince them for less than 1 minute and was just like, well, I tried. Dude, if that was me, I would not shut the fuck up. I'd be so annoying, I would go full gooby.
Ever seen this before?
I will add, before, it was just him and Trudy, and like, you know, he didn't know what she was capable of, but now all bets are off, man. Dude, I'd be running around the house fucking screaming. I'd be knocking shit over, I'd be pushing people around, I'd be smearing my shit on the walls. I don't fucking care, dude. And have you seen that guy's fucking arms? I'd start punching people, bro. I've seen that one episode of Saved by the Bell, okay? AC Slater can fight. He could throw a punch. I'm also rewatching that scene. I'm now realizing that I'm the guy who broke up the fight between Zach and Slater. I don't remember doing that, but there's video evidence right in front of me, so you're welcome. But no, seriously, if I was David, I would be smearing my poop on the cabin walls until someone drove me home. But no, he just fucking gives up after 50 seconds. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that David already has a girlfriend who he was planning on like proposing to on the same day that he was kidnapped. So he currently has an engagement ring with him. That's like the only thing he does have because he forgot his cell phone at the diner. And before you ask, why can't he just steal someone else's cell phone and call 911? Well, the movie plugged that plot hole in a very weird way as well. Every year at this Christmas cottage, there's someone called the Keymaster.
Mom, I was wondering if I could be Keymaster this year.
Sounds like a fucking Dark Souls boss, honestly. But this Keymaster's job is to hold onto all the phones and keys so people can just, you know, they're forced to hang out there and spend time with the family. I guess you could say their phones and keys have been sort of kidnapped. Okay, now we meet Trudy's siblings. She has a brother named Jake and a sister named Katie, and they're both super successful in their fields, so Trudy sort of feels like the screw up of the family. Which she is. She fucking kidnapped a guy, so, you know, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for her. That's the one thing about this movie that's like really frustrating. It's like, you're supposed to like the main character of a movie, and if you don't like them, you're supposed to relate to them on some level. But I can't do that. I cannot do that with Trudy. She stole a person, and also, I can't even feel bad for the guy who got kidnapped because he's not smearing his shit on the walls.
I'd like you to meet Trudy's boyfriend, Nick.
I'm not her boyfriend. I met her today when she poked a musket in my ribs, tied me up with furry handcuffs, and drove me to wherever I am right now.
Okay, I'll take that last part back. I guess he is sort of actively trying to let people know, but this family is full of fucking master gaslighters. That also sounds like a Dark Souls boss.
Master Gaslighter. You're acting crazy right now.
In this next scene, David sees that Trudy still has her cell phone, so he tries to go and steal it from her so he can make contact with the outside world and escape, surprisingly. The next scene is actually a super brutal murder scene, and it's very gory. Obviously not what happens, but I wouldn't put it past her, you know? And then Trudy would just be like, listen, Mom and Dad, if you see David, you know, sort of laying on the floor, sort of bleeding everywhere, and he's dead, he's just nervous. What actually happens is she smashes her cell phone. But then David is given an opportunity to escape because Trudy's mom sends David and Trudy's dad into town to go pick up some groceries. So this has to be it, right? He's away from the family. He can talk to someone who's not attached to any of these characters. He can explain what happened. He'll be set free, right? Nope. Should have rubbed your poop on the walls, Dave.
All right, old man. I'm not leaving here until you help me. I'm coming back there and I'm gonna use that phone.
There's not going to be any trouble in my store, Super Freak. Now back that ass up.
This movie is so frustrating, and it also gets more frustrating because in the next scene, he's alone in the car with just the dad. And all he tries to do to escape is grab the wheel, I guess. Where instead, he could just be like, I've been kidnapped, right? Maybe rub some poop on the windows, I don't know. And also it gets worse after that, believe it or not, because in the scene right after that, David is able to borrow Jake's cell phone, so he goes into the bathroom to make a call. And instead of calling 911 so they could like trace the call at the very least, he calls his girlfriend, who is mad at him because she thinks he stood him up.
Really?
Said that you had something important to say yesterday.
And then you stood me up.
And hey man, dump her. Absolutely dump her. Dude, if I haven't heard from my girlfriend in a few days, and then she calls me, oh my god, I'd be so relieved, okay? I'd be so happy. I'd be over the moon. I'd be hashtag Kurtis Conner is over the moon party, okay? Because obviously you'd worry about your partner, right? You wouldn't just be like, well, motherfucker. You got a lot of nerve calling me. Oh, you've been kidnapped? I don't care whose kid is sleeping, okay? You stood me up. I think I just hate movies where the entire conflict can be solved by just fucking talking to each other. Like, just communicate, you know? Because there's so many movies like that. Romeo and Juliet, and it was a movie first, you know? Romeo and Juliet, fucking talk to each other. Home Alone, just call someone. Little Mermaid, she could have just got a piece of paper and wrote, hey, kiss me. Titanic? Say iceberg way sooner. Why'd you wait so long? But anyways, David tells his girlfriend that he has been kidnapped.
You're serious?
Yes!
And now that the word is out and help could be on the way, David reveals his master plan.
I'm gonna be the best boyfriend ever, and your parents are gonna fall in love with me.
Oh, jeez, I wonder what's gonna happen when he starts spending some quality time with this girl. David does just that. He turns on the charm, you know, and everyone's loving him. But Trudy, she doesn't like that.
My family likes you more than they like me.
Obviously, of course they do, right? You kidnapped a man. Oh, well, kidnapped a person. It's not like it'd be better if it was a woman. I don't know why I don't know why I emphasized the man so much in that sentence. You kidnapped a man. Nothing really happens for the next half hour in this movie. It's just these two characters slowly falling in love with each other. But it's tough to really give a shit about this because it's weird to watch literal Stockholm Syndrome develop and be like, aw. I mean, if it's the One Direction song, Stockholm Syndrome, I'll shake my ass to that all day. Don't get me wrong. But listen, I will not twerk for genuine Stockholm Syndrome. That's my promise to you. This is my impression of Judy singing a Christmas song. I'll be Stockholm for Christmas. Like, that's genuinely what this part of the movie is. Watching someone fall in love with their captor. It's not cute. Captor? I hardly knew her.
They were so proud of me. Somewhere along the way, things changed, and I just wish they still felt that way about me, you know?
Wow. I don't fucking care. That's how that scene should have went. So anyways, they keep falling in love with each other. They kiss under the mistletoe. He proposes to her with the wedding ring that he had on him. And while all of this is happening, David's girlfriend is trying to find out what happened to him. So she goes to Trudy's friend's house and they start interrogating her.
You know, when we catch her, you'll be put away too for accessory to kidnapping, obstructing justice.
Okay, I don't know if I missed something in this movie. I probably did because it's not good and I probably just wasn't paying attention during a little bit. But I don't think she knew that Trudy kidnapped David. So like, why would she be an accessory? You know what I mean? Because she was also in the diner when it happened. Then everybody else who was eating in the diner are also accessories, right? Imagine if that's how that actually happened. All right, tell me one more time what happened. Okay, so I was waiting in line and then this guy runs into the store like out of nowhere and he pulls a gun at the cashier and he says, give me all the money. And then the cashier said no, and the robber shot the cashier in the arm, stole all the money, and then ran out. I'm so sorry. I didn't see his face. It all happened so fast. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. Okay, you'll have plenty of time to remember his face when you're in the slammer. Wait, what? Yeah, pretty suspicious. You were the only guy in here when the crime happened. What are you talking about? That means you were in on it. And so is the cashier. Why would the cashier be in on it? He got shot. This goes all the way to the top, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if the cops were in on it too, crooked bastards. Put my hands behind my back. I'm going downtown. I'm a dirty little cop. Nasty, naughty, slutty little cop too. You're gonna spank me or what? Yeah. Okay, we're getting to the end of the movie, trust me. So they're all having family dinner together and they all start arguing about how unhappy everybody is and how everybody's life is falling apart.
This isn't my world, because if this was my world, I wouldn't have to picture Clint Eastwood just to get through our annual birthday sex!
Wow. Turns out Trudy wasn't the only one having a hard time. But also, none of those family members stole a man. Fortunately, Trudy's luck is about to run out.
Everybody freeze!
I don't know who brought home the bacon, but I'm gonna fry it up in a pan. Mother, no!
I know everything about this film has been ridiculous, but this is the most unbelievable part, okay? This scene right here. Because if this was real life, Grandma would have been lit up by these guys in fucking 2 seconds.
But I'm gonna fry it up. Mother, no!
Seriously, I would believe a kidnapping love story way before believing a group of cops not shooting someone. But since the whole family were accessories to this kidnapping, they go to jail. Yeah, they go to accessory jail. It's like regular jail, but everybody's wearing watches and necklaces. But luckily, they don't get in trouble because David doesn't press charges.
Poor schmuck didn't press charges.
I'm no lawyer, but I feel like there would still be a prosecution. She kidnapped someone, right? Like that's the other part of this movie that really doesn't sit right with me. They treat kidnapping like it's this like nice, cute little thing that you do sometimes and not a serious crime. Like it's one of the worst crimes you can commit. Like next to watching my videos and not subscribing. I don't know how the legal system works, but it's one thing to not press charges when someone like bumps into your car. But like, she stole a person. That's like if I killed someone and then I went to court and was just like, well, he's not alive to press charges, so I'll be going home now. Doesn't work like that, I don't think. But anyways, the rest of the movie has David getting ready to marry his girlfriend, but he ends up dumping her to be with Trudy. Because not only did she steal him, she stole his heart. Not physically. Well, yet, anyway. But yeah, they kiss and they live happily ever after. So, moral of the story, if you want something, just take it. Okay, it is yours. Just take it.
And it'll all work out in the end.
I'm fucking kidding. That's a terrible lesson. Let's get some help. Let's see what Trudy thinks the lesson of the movie is.
Doing one crazy thing probably does make you crazy. But it can also make you happy.
All right. You heard it here first. Doesn't matter what crazy shit you do. As long as it makes you happy, you're in the clear. Okay, can you explain to me why you rubbed your poop on the cabin walls? Your Honor, it made me happy. In conclusion, the movie, it was entertaining. It was a little funny at times, but it's a little tough to get past all the Stockholm stuff, all that stuff about Sweden. But no, a Christmas movie is supposed to have a nice lesson about, you know, family and love, generosity, right? But this does not have that, so 10 out of 10. All right, well, it's time for the last ad break of the year. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Folks, I've been eating HelloFresh like every week for more than 2 years now, and you know why? Because HelloFresh makes cooking at home fun, easy, and affordable. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. And not to mention, they're also America's #1 meal kit, so you can't go wrong. I know these last few years have been a lot, but I can say firsthand that it's been so comforting and reassuring knowing that every week I have HelloFresh to help out with putting some home-cooked meals on the table every week for me and Jenna. Because that's not an easy thing to do. So how about you let HelloFresh help you out with 50 weekly menu and market items to choose from, so you can think less about what's for dinner and more about the bigger things in life, right? Like your dreams and aspirations. I don't know. And there's something for everyone. They have family-friendly, calorie-smart, pescatarian, and veggie options every week. Plus, every recipe includes fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. So yeehaw to that. What I also love about HelloFresh is you can totally customize your experience. You can pick the delivery day, how many servings you get in a box, you can skip a week whenever you want, or even add extra meals or desserts or lunches. And we're always trying to cut back on food waste in our house, which is why HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients are so beneficial. You have the exact amount every time, which means less prep for you and also less wasted food. As a matter of fact, when compared to grocery shopping, HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by at least 25%. And guess what? HelloFresh is hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with a delicious deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code Kurtistown16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Again, this is anecdotal. I've been eating HelloFresh every week for years, and it's so good. The food's delicious. The recipes are easy to follow, easy to make, and I just couldn't recommend them enough. So I hope you guys check them out because it also helps out me and my channel when you check out the sponsors. So everybody wins here, man. Again, thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. Now, back to me. All right, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 bicep curl that Mario Lopez will do. Seen that guy's fucking arms? Please press the like button. You can leave a comment, let me know your thought. Let me know if you've ever seen this movie, if you remember it, or any other weird movies you want me to cover next Christmas. That needs to have a holiday in it, in the title, and the letter H in another word. You can press subscribe button, check the description for all that shit if you want. But yeah, man, this is the last video of the year. Crazy. Thank you so much for another great year. This year was pretty eventful. Things were starting to open up a little bit before. I got to do some shows again, which was incredible. So thank you so much to everybody who came out to my stand-up shows. I got a lot more coming next year, and I just can't wait to, you know, keep making videos, keep touring, doing shows for y'all. And I just seriously, I can't thank you enough for the support over the years. Even if this is your first video you've seen of mine, it's just, this is my dream job, and I cannot thank you enough for all the support. So, sorry I'm late with the Christmas movie, but happy holidays to you. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Yeah, just seriously, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I will see you next year. Okay, I know all the comments are gonna be, oh, you didn't say folks at the beginning. First the extra greeting and now no folks. Well, this is for the people who stayed to the end of the video. Folks. So, there you go. Happy New Year.